I recently did the North Coast 500, which is Scotland's version of Route 66, which goes right around the Scottish Highlands. There are multiple ways to do the route, and I started in Inverness, heading up north towards John O'Groats, and then worked my way west towards DURNESS, before heading back south through the beautiful west coast. I also took a 2-day detour via the beautiful island of Skye. So sit back and relax and watch this video to see the best of what the Scottish Highlands has to offer. So we've just arrived in Inverness, about to collect our rental car for the week, and we're going to head down to Loch Ness and hopefully see the Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness looks so stunning, and just look at these views. I don't really want to take my drone out because it's so windy. Just can't admire the views from here. Summer, the views are paying, aren't they?
They are absolutely amazing. I'm really happy to be here.
I think this is sedimentary rocks because of the fact that it's breaking down in layers.
No, but surely if it was sedimentary, it'd be more finer. Like
Not necessarily, because sometimes you get it all the same, don't you?
Yeah.
But you can tell from the angles, this thing has been angled up, bruv.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I'm with
Because
you.
we're in the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they went.
Did you know the Firth of Moray was actually a plate boundary?
Is that what, sir?
It was a plate boundary.
Oh, is it?
It was.
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can tell, if you look at a map of the Scottish Highlands, it's all like folded up.
Yeah, it's all a mess.
Yeah. We've just come back to Inverness for a spot of dinner. As you can see, Inverness Castle is sort of in the distance over there, and loads of other cathedrals. Definitely one of the more prettier places I've been to within the UK. Planning to stay for a couple of hours before we head back up north on the NC500 route, and we're planning to stay overnight in TAIN today. So currently we're in Tesco in TAIN, picking up supplies for the whole trip. One of the unfortunate things about doing the NC500 is that there isn't much hotels along the route. It's mostly like Airbnbs and like apartments and bed and breakfast, and there isn't a huge selection of restaurants either, so you're going to have to buy most of your food beforehand and make your own sandwiches and stuff, which isn't too bad. We'll save a lot of money that way, but yeah, there's a lot of planning ahead that needs to go into this trip. So we've got a decent amount of food. What do you think the final bill is going to be? Based on what we have so far.
67.50.
What about you, Yusuf?
About 80.
Nah.
I think 70. I think 70. How much do you think it will be?
£69.
89 quid.
That's quite a lot.
Come down, right?
80.
Wow, I forget. The proper surprise.
I usually got a spot on. Currently just got to the coast of TAIN. We're on a bridge right now, and as you can probably tell, it's moving side to side. Not exactly the most secure bridges I've been on, but it is what it is. But check out that sunset though, it looks just amazing. Just checked into our first sort of guest house of the hot trip. We're staying in Springfield Guest House in TAIN. This room has 2 single beds, and we have 2 other rooms with 2 double beds. This probably by far is the nicest place we're going to stay in this whole trip, so it's a bit of a shame that it's first up. So we've got a long day tomorrow, so I reckon we're going to hit the bed early tonight, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, day 2. We've just left TAIN. We're going to head down to Embo Beach. Today I'm driving, so wish me luck. Embo Beach is about 7 miles up north from TAIN. It's quite an easy drive, about 10-15 minutes, and yeah, there's loads of stunning views out here. What name are you giving it?
Crabby.
Crabby.
Surely you could be more original.
I was about to say Peter, I don't know.
Yeah, Peter works.
Pizza works. Look at all this seaweed. As you can tell, the seaweed's quite slippery. Son, are you having fun walking around?
Oh, not really, it's quite scary.
Yeah, I know. We found this old pier, and apparently if you go in that direction, you can go all the way towards Norway. Just heading up on our first hike of the whole trip. We've come down to Big Burn hike, which is it's a very short hike. It's about 2 kilometers, and it's about 10-20 minutes drive from Embo Beach. Apparently there's a really nice waterfall right at the end of it, so hopefully I can get some good shots. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is actually insane. It looks something out of like an Uncharted level. Wow, guys. So we've made it to the waterfall. Woo! I don't know if you guys can see that. What do you think?
I love it. It's really loud. It's foamy.
Yeah. You don't get this in Surrey. You just get really like tiny, cuddly waterfalls instead.
You'll catch it. Nah, I didn't catch you, bro.
Yeah, you're too slow. Too slow for the camera. We're just walking down from the waterfall towards Dunrobin Castle along the coast, which you can see in the background. The castle is supposed to be really like Disneyland-like. Now it's about £10, I think, or a bit more to go into the castle and the grounds. So we're going to be a bit slinky and go walk down the coast, and apparently you can get a good view from the coast. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's Dunrobin Castle right at the distance. Unfortunately, that tree in the middle is blocking it. And in true Scottish fashion, it started raining as well. We've just come down to one of those steps to climb down the cliffs. Apparently it's quite a dangerous walk, so fingers crossed we all get down safely. Miz, Miz,
They don't get to feed you. They think you're a big gum cat who can't feed themselves.
are you ready for the walk, buddy?
No, let's go. I want to hang out with the cat though.
So there's quite a few steps to get down to the bottom of the cliff. As you can see, the views are already stunning, and I reckon it'll be even better when I get down to the bottom. So we walked all the way down here, all for these amazing views. I mean, look at it. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but it's just stunning. You don't get anything like this in England. Found ourselves a good ledge to just sit on and just enjoy this beautiful landscapes. And look at these cliffs. You okay, buddy?
Nice.
Just checked into where we're staying for the second night. Luckily, I actually have my own room this time, own double bed. The room's a decent size, but more importantly, I also have an ensuite. Got an own shower. I am. But the most interesting part of this room is that there's a random door in the middle of the bathroom. Not entirely sure where it leads to. It doesn't open, so it's a bit creepy. We're just about to leave our guest house in Wick and head up towards the north of mainland Scotland. So we're going to go to John O'Groats and DURNESS today. Definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully I can bring you guys some more stunning landscapes. We've just stopped off at Duncan's Beast Stags. So this area of Scotland is really famous for seabird colonies. There's all kinds of seabirds, the names of which I cannot remember, but I don't know if you can see it clearly, but they're all resting on top of those rocks. What do you guys think of the views? What do you think?
It's amazing.
Right, look at that. We are a bit close to the edge, so maybe we should go back a little bit. So we're going to try and climb down this cliff face and go down to the bottom of the stacks, which you can see in the distance over there. We're about halfway down. How are you guys feeling?
I'm fine. Stop on me.
Just come down the cliff face. That's just to give you an idea of how steep it was. And I don't know if you guys can see, but right there in the distance, there's a seal. It's just popping its head up and down, enjoying life. So we've just walked across all the way down from there. The pebbles here are quite small, but the pebbles over there, or the stones over there, are really hard to walk across. It's a lot more tight than you'd think it is as well. But yeah, we're just chilling by this cliff face. It just looks so amazing. As I've said before, you don't get this anywhere in England. We were trying to walk across there and I managed to slip on one of these rocks. So if you do plan to come down here and walk across, be very careful. Luckily I haven't hurt myself and I managed to sort of stop myself. I sort of got my hands out as I landed, so not too bad, just a bit dirty. We've just stopped off at John O'Groats, which between John O'Groats and Land's End are the two furthest points in the UK mainland in terms of distance wise. There's a famous signpost here which I'll show you guys in a bit. If you do the NC500, this is definitely a place you have to stop. So we've got the world famous sign here. That's what you think of the sign?
I thought it would be bigger.
Same, it looked a lot bigger in the photos I've seen. You can also get boats and ferries here all the way up to the islands, which are right in the distance over there. What do you guys think of the hot chocolate?
Really very nice. What do you think of the hot chocolate?
Haven't tried it yet.
Then try it first.
Will do. Can't believe we're getting hot chocolate in the middle of the summer, but
That's because the ice cream shop is closed. I want ice cream.
You were literally saying it's too cold for ice cream, so.
it is quite chilly, to be honest. Most people think John O'Groats is the most northernmost point within mainland UK, whilst actually it's Dunnett's Head, which is about a 10-15 minute drive down from John O'Groats. There isn't much to see here apart from the lighthouse back there and the cliff face behind me, which I don't know if you can see well in this, but still it's a nice place to visit and definitely something you should do whilst you're around this area. So we're on the way towards DURNESS, which is our final destination for today, and we've just stopped off at the town of Tongue, and you can sort of finally see the Scottish Highlands. We've sort of gone past the flat area now, and just the views are stunning. I mean, look at that bay. So we've just got to the Airbnb where we're staying tonight in DURNESS, and oh my god, it's actually so amazing. It's basically a little holiday home that the owner built next to his current house, and it's got so many interesting features, and let me just give you a tour around it right now. So first things first, the Airbnb has a sauna. I mean, how many Airbnbs have you seen with saunas within England within the UK? It's absolutely amazing, and the fact that the guy built it by himself is even more amazing. It takes about 90 minutes to heat up, so we've turned it on and we're definitely going to make use of this later tonight. And then if we come around here, we have a swing, a little sort of courtyard area, there's a little place for a bonfire, there's a bench all the way over here. And if we go a little bit more down this way, there's a trampoline. All of us are pretty useless on trampoline, so we won't be making use of that. If we go inside, we have a room here, and we have a nice little cozy little living space down here. There's another room around there, and a toilet all the way over there. I think it's day 4 today. I think the plan of the day is we're gonna leave our accommodation in DURNESS here and sort of chill around this whole area. This whole area is known as the Northwest Regional Geopark, and it's just full of really stunning scenery. So I think we're just gonna chill around here before eventually making our way down to ULLAPOOL. So we've just stopped off at Smooth Cave, which is about a 5-minute drive down from DURNESS. By far the largest cave I've been to in my life. I mean, son, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
It's actually sick.
I can't wait to walk inside and see. just come back up to the top on the other side of the valley, and you can get a real idea of how big the cave is. There's loads of other small caves down here as well, and there's a car park just up there, so which is completely free of charge. So if you are doing NC500, definitely something you should stop by. Just walked down about 5 minutes from the cave to the stunning cliff face. I mean, look at all that scenery in the background. It's just absolutely stunning, and yeah, I just never thought I'd see. I knew Scotland was pretty, but I never thought it would be this pretty. So we've just stopped off at Skye Bridge. I mean, look at that. So stunning. This whole area is just so amazing to drive around. It's sort of, I feel like this is the kind of roads that Top Gear go through. It's just amazing mountains and just country lanes. Oh, it's just so beautiful, and I think it's a nice spot for lunch, don't you think, son?
Yeah, man. How's the drive here?
Yeah, it was quite nice. A lot of up and down, but I don't mind that. It's better than driving straight up a motorway.
Yeah.
We stopped at the Drumberg viewpoint, which is about a 30-minute drive down from Skye Bridge. From the viewpoint you get stunning views of the bay and the surrounding islands. Whilst the drive down from the bridge is scenic, it is a bit sketchy. The roads are single laned with very narrow passing points, as well as a lot of steep gradients, so do take care if you're driving in the area. So we've stopped at a beach, I think it's called Nessie. It's a very sandy beach, as you can see. It's got actually a weird like reddish colour, which I've never seen before on any beach. I think the plan is to chill here for a bit before driving down to ULLAPOOL. I think it's another hour drive, or hour-ish drive to ULLAPOOL. It's not much, it's not far in terms of miles, but it's a lot of sort of mountainous, sort of very up and down kind of roads, single lane. So yeah, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Just arrived at ULLAPOOL, our destination for today. There's a really well-known chippy nearby, so the plan is to grab that for dinner and then head to our hostel where we're staying tonight. Because we're staying in a hostel, there's probably isn't much to see there, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Day 5, we're about to set off from ULLAPOOL. As you can see, I've somehow woken up with a swollen right eye. Not entirely sure how that's happened. So yeah, hopefully that goes away soon. The plan today is we're going to drive all the way to Skye. It's a bit of a long drive, I think about 3 hours, so we'll probably stop along the way at some place to have lunch and yeah, film the surrounding scenery. So we've just crossed Skye Bridge into Skye itself. As you can see, the weather is pretty miserable and living up to that Scottish stereotype of terrible weather. You can't really see much in the distance over there. Hopefully it's supposed to get a lot better in the day, so hopefully by the time we get to where we're staying today, it'll be a lot better. So we're going to try and climb up the store, well, the old mountain store. It's about a 2-hour hike, so wish us luck. Hopefully we get pretty close to the top. Son, what do you think of the views, man?
Yeah, it's incredible, man.
How you find the views?
Spacious.
Spacious.
Much volume.
Let's see work with that content.
So yeah, we've climbed all the way up from the car park, which is just down here. There's still a bit more we can climb, and we might do so in a bit, but for now we're just chilling and admiring the views. We've just reached the top, and Yusuf, how good are the views?
Yeah.
Did you
See
enjoy,
like everything.
did you enjoy the climb up?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Bro, how are you getting that?
So we were just over there, and then we slid down this rock face, and now we're making our way across to somewhere down there for a spot of lunch. So we've come down to Co-op in Portugal to grab dinner for tonight, breakfast for tomorrow and lunch for tomorrow. We're trying to keep costs down to a minimum as much as possible. So we've been going around to a supermarket every day to grab food for most of the day. And that's something I recommend you guys do as well if you want to keep costs down. Most of the towns and places you're probably going to stop in NC500 have a large supermarket, whether that's a Tesco or a Co-op or anything else. So yeah, definitely worth visiting if you want to keep money down. Day 6. Today is our last full day in Scotland, so to finish off we thought we would do a really long hike. So there's 2 mountain ranges in Skye. There's the Black Quilin Mountains and the Red Quilin Mountains. Now the Black Quilin Mountains are one of the most difficult mountain ranges within the UK, and is usually just recommended for mountaineering experts, which none of us are. So we're going to instead do the Red Quilin Mountains, which is more for hill walkers. The route today we're doing is called the Red Quilin Horseshoe Route, which goes through 3 summits, Glenmarg, Bendeignog, and I think Moscow. Probably butchered the pronunciation on all 3. It should be about 15 kilometers in total and about 1,200 meters of ascent. So yeah, wish us luck. Probably going to take about 5 to 7 hours in total, and I'll try and capture the experience as best as I can. We've just reached the starting point of the hike. You can sort of see all 3 hills right in front of us. Unfortunately, the tops of the hills are surrounded by cloud, but judging based on the weather and the way the clouds are moving, they should clear up by the time we get to the top. You guys ready?
Yeah, of course.
Muz, you ready?
No.
The first part of the climb while it's been relatively easy in terms of ascending, it's all been marshy like bogland, and I almost sunk my feet into one of these marshy bits a bit earlier on, so yeah, gotta be a bit careful. So we may have got a little bit lost, but we found ourselves back onto the main paths, and that is what is coming ahead of us. Relatively easy so far, but I'm sure it's gonna get a lot tougher. After walking about 4 or 5 kilometers, we finally reached the base of the mountain, and as you can see, it's actually a lot steeper than I thought it would be. Still can't really see the top due to the cloud cover, but hopefully the views from above aren't too bad. I'm about 3/4 of the way up the climb. It's proving to be a lot tougher than I thought it would be, a lot steeper. I mean, look at those views. Yeah, and a lot of the ground, near the top is just heathen and, sorry, not heathen. A lot of the ground near the top is like heather and like loose rocks. And because it's been raining the last few days, they're all very slippery. So taking my time to make sure I go up safely. And what that has probably meant is that we probably won't have time to do all 3 peaks today. It's already 1:30 and we're not even up the first peak yet, but I've got a little bit further to go, so I want to make sure I hit at least 1 peak today, hopefully 2. So this is the point where I just reached the ridge of the mountain. As you can see, it was very cloudy and windy at the top, to the point where standing straight was a real challenge. I've listened to this clip back and I can't even tell what I was saying. That's how loud the wind was. And to give you guys an idea, I'm going to put the audio on for the last few seconds. Just to warn you though, the wind is a real assault to the ears. Finally made it to the top. Well done, guys. I know the views look a bit shit, but trust me, we're very high up. It's just a shame that we're surrounded by cloud. Look at this. We were supposed to do 3 hills today, but you know what, screw that. Apparently this was supposed to be a moderate walk, but I can assure you it was anything but moderate. It was so tough. But we made it. So we started descending. So now are we coming down this mountain?
We're sliding on our asses because our asses wet.
So we're going to get all the way down to the white building in the distance over there. And we've got all of this is like, wish us luck. Just to give you guys an idea of how high the mountain is, we were literally all the way up there and we slid all the way down. I think we finally got to a bit where it's a bit shallow enough, sorry, not shallow enough, but the gradient isn't too steep that we can just walk it. So we're finally back at the bottom. How was that, son?
Bloody terrifying, scary, difficult.
Yeah, I haven't checked my Fitbit, but apparently I've burnt like I've burnt well over 4,000 calories, which should give you an idea of how tough it is I've done a lot of walks, like, but nothing comes close to how hard that was. Yes.
Would you recommend this? The hike to that mountain?
Well, if you do it, make sure you guys have way better fitness than I did.
Yeah. For sure.
Sure. Anyway, we're going to head back to our Airbnb for the night and just chill, order some food and just relax. I think we deserved it, didn't we?
Oh, 100% man, we're going to relax at home.
Day 7, our final day here in Scotland. We haven't got much planned today. We're just planning to drive straight from Skye to Inverness, which is about 3-4 hours, and we might stop along a few places along the way to see things and just to take a little break. I'm still really tired from the hike yesterday, and as you can probably see, I've been bitten so much across my face, my neck, my legs are absolutely covered in bites, so just want to take it really easy today. But yeah, it's been a really good holiday so far, and hopefully it's a really nice last day as well. On the last day of the trip, we finally managed to find some island cows.
Yes, yes.
Do you feel satisfied now?
Yeah. It's great.
We've just stopped at Doran Castle for a bit. You can go inside, but unfortunately, you have to pay for it, which we don't really want to do. So we're just going to chill around the outside. And admire its amazing views. It gets this stunning backdrop. So we've just stopped by another lock on the way down to Inverness. Loch Clundy, I think it's called. As you can see, the water is just amazing, so clear and so blue. Something that you never really see much in the UK. All the waters, it's like rivers and lakes in London are so brown, so this is a nice change. And yeah, once again, you see how fantastic Scottish sea. Just at the airport waiting for our flight back to London. I hope you guys enjoyed that. The NC500 is an amazing route you can do around Scotland, and especially in this current climate where going on international travel is a bit limited and a bit difficult. Staycations are a great alternative, and the NC500 is definitely something I recommend. Hopefully by watching my video you've been inspired to do it yourself and can sort of plan a route based on what I did. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you like this video and subscribe as always. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.